Don't be wildin' out and don't call me. Gone are the days that I give you magic and you give me minimum. Here's the vlog. Let's talk about it. Hey y'all, so today's topic is going to be a topic that I attempted to avoid. I'm not redoing this video. I attempted to avoid for the longest, which is the topic of Michael B. Jordan and Lori Harvey. Good grief. At any rate, so a lot of the men are upset and basically coming in at Lori Harvey, and it's just like, oh, this is what men get whenever we try to be good men to these women and blah, 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 blah. And it's most of them that miss their Godfather. And I'm not throwing any type of shade. If the shade just happens to dim your light, that's your problem, not mine. I'm going to say what the fuck I'm going to say. So keep in mind, your opinion is your opinion when it's over there with you. But the moment that you provide it to me, that means that we're going to have a two-way conversation. And if you can't do that, then that means you need to move along because I'm probably about to piss you off. So, in lieu of that, now everybody is saying, or excuse me, I don't want to say everybody, but a lot of these men are saying, oh, well, this is what men get. This is, the last guy always finishes last. Blah, 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 blah. Shut your ass up. You have no fucking clue what was the dynamic of their relationship. We don't know if they actually sat down in the beginning and had the conversation of what they wanted their relationship to look like. Did he ever even ask her if she wanted to be married, and vice versa? Did she ask him if he wanted to be married? This is why I tell you guys, having a two-way conversation and understanding the dynamics of your relationship is important in the beginning. I'm not trying to tell you to teach somebody how to love you. I am just literally stating, okay, so we are dating to have fun, we're chilling, or what is we doing? It is an unfortunate misconception that has been passed down to women, and men have heard this and took it and ran with it, that within 18 months to 2 years, a woman needs a ring. What? Listen, you feel how you feel, you're gonna be who you be. And if that's who you are, if that's what you feel, perfect. That's your opinion. That's how you feel. Those are your values. I used to be one of those, because again, what was told to me after 18 months to, 2 years, a man should want to know if he wants to make you his wife or XYZ or blah, 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 blah. Now, that's cool because women come off in the forefront in the fucking beginning. Men do not. So for me, baby, listen, there's a few seasons that I need to see you in first. I need to see you when you're mad, when you're sad, when you're up, when you're down. Hell, I need to see when you lose a loved one. I need to understand how you grieve. How are you going to handle finances? How are you going to handle a household? Now, for me, I now, of course, look at everything on a spiritual aspect. My life path number is the number 5. So if we can't survive 5 years, it ain't gonna happen. I'm gonna move along, you're gonna move along, and it is what it is. But see, the problem is people do not practice the art of detachment. People are not like literally trained. I don't even want to say trained, but they are never taught the art of detachment, of understanding that sometimes people do really come into your life for a reason, a season, or a segment. And folk don't like to hear that because, unfortunately, for those of us that live in America, everything is fucking romanticized. They have created this fantasy world of what a relationship, quote unquote, should look like, or what a relationship should be. They put the shit out on shows and movies and this and that and this and that. This is supposed to be the quote unquote normal dynamic, and this is what is burned or beat in your head. And that's false. A lot of it is very false fairy tale ass narrative. And a lot of people are not going to like that I say that, but oh the fuck well. Y'all have to stop getting into your mind that these people are going to be a part of your forever. Now, I'm not saying, there are not people that are supposed to be a part of your forever. That's not what I'm saying. But in the event that your energy starts to change, that you all start to grow apart, that your energetic frequencies are no longer on the same level, Then you practice the art of detachment. You become grateful for the lessons that you have learned with that person, and vice versa. And you move on with love. There are so many people that are still here repeating the lesson because they are not learning it. They are literally hitting their head up against the goddamn wall because they not getting it. Because they not understanding. But even again, we don't know what their dynamic was. We don't know if she was like, hey, I don't want to get married, or if she was like, I'm not ready for marriage. She's in her 20s. He's in his 30s. Gone are the days again where we are sitting here giving these men magic and you're giving me fucking minimum. And even vice versa. We don't know what the dynamic was. So really, nobody should really have an opinion on it. Everything at this point is speculation until one of them actually speaks out about it. And even when they do, which they don't have to, it's their business. If she wasn't ready, or if she doesn't want marriage at all, because that's becoming a common thing, women don't want marriage. A lot of the Neanderthal men are still thinking that, it is a desire of a woman to quote unquote be a wife, because that's what the old ass society, and all shade to these fucking old people, the old ass society bred you to think that your ultimate goal was having a husband. Your ultimate goal in life was having a family. Lies. But anyway, that may not be her path. She comes from money, so it's not like she needs his money. So now what do you guys want to say? It's not that she didn't want to marry him because he didn't have enough money, because clearly we know Michael B. Jordan is stacked. So now what is your take? Oh, she was just a Jezebel and she was using him. How is she using him when she has her own money? You guys have nothing to fall back on with this particular scenario and this situation, and y'all are losing your fucking mind with the speculation. At the end of the day, a woman does not have to desire to be married. A man does not have to desire to have a wife. That is a lot of energy that you are taking on. And if you have not seen that person in their seasons, get ready for the ride. And now I'm not saying that everybody can't thrive. And I'm not saying that you have to take my motto up on it, because I've seen people fall in love in 6 months and they're committed to growth together. No matter what may, no matter what season they grow through, and hear me, I'm saying grow through. No matter the season that they grow through, they are committed to growing and growing together. And I have seen that, and it has been a beautiful thing. Very beautiful. Married in 6 months. Shit, married in 6 weeks. I've seen it. And they're successful, still married 10, 15, 20 years later. And with that being said, it's possible. I'm not telling y'all it's not possible, but these are people who are grounded, number one, and they are committed to growth. It is, you know what? I know that you're going to grow. I know that I'm going to grow. We are going to vibrate differently at some time and some space. So I'm going to give you your space for you to grow. Please allow me to catch up, or I'm going to allow you to catch up. And we're going to continue to be in this thing together. Because you can 100% create your own fucking soulmate. But folk don't like to hear that, because that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day. You control your reality. And nobody likes to do that. Everybody wants to look at the romanticized version of the bullshit that they feed you. So what Lori Harvey and Michael B. Jordan got going really truly is their business. I don't care, because what they eat don't make me shit and who they fuck don't make me nuts. So I don't really care. But at the same token, you guys are shaming or bashing this woman because she chose a different way and she didn't want to get married. So they broke up. Okay? Like, I just don't get it. Like, y'all be, the world that you live in is just so very interesting. And of course, I'd love to chat with anybody about it if you're willing to chat. I got a podcast. We can chat about it. But at the same token, they did what they needed to do with each other. Their time has come. Their time has gone. This is the way that she's going. This is the way that he's going. And that's it. But you cannot down this woman. You cannot kick this woman. You cannot literally berate her and talk about her poorly. Because we don't know the dynamics. We don't know what was discussed between them in the beginning or if they even had that discussion. That's why I be telling y'all, normalize understanding your position in somebody's life. Normalize understanding your position in a conversation. Because if you do not, we have things like this. Because again, we don't know if they had that beginning conversation of, hey, we're dating to marry, or hey, what is your expectation out of this relationship? But at the same token, when you place expectations on something or someone, 9 out of 10, prepare to be disappointed because those are your expectations and not another person actually has to abide by them. They're not obligated to. That's not their obligation to bend to your will, basically. That's not how that works. So you either come together and you work together, or you go and grow apart. Why not? That is the part of practicing the art of detachment, because we don't know if she still had flaws that maybe she wanted to get together prior to marriage, or if that just wasn't in her forte. We don't know if he had things that he still needed to get together that she seen in him that she knew that wasn't husband material for her. For her. Because there is no such thing as the overall perfect wife or the overall perfect husband, the overall perfect woman, or the overall perfect man. Because perfect is an abstract term. Perfect is what you make it out to be and how you feel it to be. It is nothing that is set in stone to have one model of something. We are not robots. So there is no such thing as perfection with an overall blanket. It is literally up to your perception of what perfect is. That's yours. So we can't say that he was the perfect man to her. We only seen what was shown to us. We can't say that she was the perfect woman for him, but maybe he loved her to be so. But it's just, I look at that 18-month, 2-year mark, that quote unquote unwritten rule that is out there, especially for melanated women. What? No. Normalize understanding your time when you are ready. If you are not ready, then you're not ready. It doesn't matter if your partner is ready. But again, that is a conversation that y'all should have. You guys should be having check up conversations anyway. You guys should be having refreshers on where your life and where your relationship is going as you grow through your relationship. In my opinion, at least every 6 months, because a lot happens in that time and you just never know. So every 6 months, I would say have a check-in or check-up conversation and say, hey, this is how I'm feeling, this is how you're feeling, there's something you want to say, blah, blah, blah. But at the same token, for some odd reason, these mortals out here, y'all humans out here, and I said y'all, yes, the fuck I did. I said what I said. If y'all know me, then you know. Y'all don't know how to have a two-way conversation. And that is what is the most frustrating. So let me explain and break down a two-way conversation really fast. When you are sitting and having a conversation with another person, you sit and you listen, meaning that you're not interrupting them. You're not trying to defend yourself. You're not trying to defend a point. You're not trying to make a point while they're talking. You're sitting there being quiet or writing down things that you want to respond to and allowing them to talk. And vice versa. Literally, that's a two-way conversation, y'all, in the event that nobody knows. If you can't have that, and you lack those very basic communication skills, you need some healing. You got a whole lot of healing and shadow work to do. You got a lot of things that you got to fix within you to feel that you always have to be in defense mode, opposed to listening to a person. Even if they are expressing a way that you made them feel, you do not have the right to tell them that they can't feel the way they feel because you made them feel that way. That's just like you can't tell somebody how long to hurt after you've hurt them in any manner. That's not how that works. It's not. So they're doing what they're doing. Hopefully they have a conversation. If they get back together, they do. If they don't, then oh well, move along. Go through healing, go through your understanding, write down what it is that you learned from the situation, from the relationship, and move on. Because at the end of the day, you control your reality. You control who you put in it. You control who you let stay. And you control who you allow to go. So have these conversations, y'all. In the beginning, talk about it. Don't just be so quick to rush into this romantic life. Don't be so quick to just rush into sex. Really understand the soul that you are connecting with first. Understand their seasons. Allow them to understand your seasons. Sit down and really talk what it is that you want out of your relationship. And if you both don't want the same thing and there's no happy medium or compromise, then y'all shouldn't be together. Even if the sex is good. No matter how good a person either one of you are. Normalize a conversation in the beginning. Normalize checkup conversations. Understand who you're with, who you're growing with, who you are literally allowing to share your energy. Your energy is your currency. That's your time. That is your time. Spend your soul wisely. So, I'm going to end this here. Because again, I'm about to go back to minding my melanated ass business. But I'll probably be up in it again. Because y'all be asking me to. But until then, I love y'all. Like, follow, subscribe, share. All of that jazz, y'all. Because you already here. And remember, if y'all over here trying to do love spells, healing, and don't call me. You've watched this far. Follow, like, and share. Here's all my platforms.